What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I solve a problem that I have ran into. I have no proper wood storage in my garage. This past weekend I took a trip with some buddies of mine and we went out to a hardwood dealer in North Mississippi. I didn't pick up too much, but I did pick up a good bit of walnut and a couple of strips of maple for some future projects that I have just kind of sitting on the back burner. So that was on Friday, and then the very next day I went and picked up all of this 1x material that you could see. All this 1x material was sold to me by a guy that not too far from here. He basically just had a bunch of leftovers from a bunch of projects that he was doing on his property. He come me a really sweet deal and I couldn't pass it up, so I drove out 30 minutes and I picked it up. And the reason for me needing that 1x material is for a future accent wall project that I'm doing in the backyard. And to go along with that, I went and picked up these 2x4s at 10 feet long. I needed these also for that accent wall project that's coming soon. So yeah, I needed a really easy and fast solution to my lumber storage problem. As you can see, everything's sitting on my miter station, all of them in my way. I have these 2x4s on my workbench, and I have all the 1x material just kind of hanging out in front of where my wife's car goes. So to save on time and effort, I went with this Bora Wall Rack that I picked up from Lowe's. This is a 6-level rack and it holds 110 pounds each level, so that's a maximum capacity of 660 pounds. That should be plenty for me, and most of this wood is going to be used in the next few weeks, so I mean it's not going to be up there for too long, but I have been in need of some wood storage. I've started to run out of places to put it on the ground or just setting it under my workbenches or anything. So in today's video I'm going to have to be making space, moving some things around, and getting this thing mounted. And for the purposes of the video, I guess I'll open it up and we'll see what we get out of the box. Pretty simple packaging. You have all 6 levels. And you have the 2 big brackets that go up on the wall. Comes with some spacers that go in between these and the wall itself. These screws are to hold these in place. And the one thing they didn't include in this particular model were the lag bolts that you use to mount this onto the wall. So while I was at Lowe's, I picked up some lag bolts that I'm going to use. Just some simple 3-inch lag bolts to do the trick. Alright, so I figure I'm going to hang this thing up here a little bit off of the corner. So I'll probably have to remove the TV, definitely the flag, find a new place for that. Hopefully I don't have to remove any of these other signs or anything. Hopefully just the TV comes down, all this stuff in the corner, I'm going to move that out of the way. Take the flag down and get everything measured out. Alright, so for the assembly of this thing, you take these small little screws, you find your bottom of your horizontal bars. So the bottom will have a small hole that these screws go into, about 1/2 inch from the end. On this end, this will be the top end of the vertical piece. So what you do is you install a screw, take your opening, you find the bottom has this little notch on it. That little notch will butt up against the screw that you installed, and you have a rack. Same thing for the other side. Gotta make sure everything is oriented and turned the right way. Then you install the next one. Just keep on installing these screws. I just realized earlier I said horizontal pieces when these are vertical pieces. Sorry about that. You know what I meant. I seem to be short a screw, but I'm pretty sure I dropped it whenever I was opening up the bag. Found it. It came with an extra. Next thing to do is figure out my spacing on the wall and install these spacers that go between the wall and the vertical piece. Alright, so I'm thinking in my current situation, I'll put one here and I'll put one 4 feet away, which is 48, which will hit another stud. We'll put them kind of high. We'll put the bottom end of them about here. Measure out what that measurement is from the top. Alright, for some reason I started measuring from the bottom. Maybe we should measure and start from the top. I'm just going to go ahead and go off the reference lines that I made. Everything nice and level on the stud. Mark a line. Put it about there. Make it 14. And now let's have it. Your dog wanted to tell you that he's starving. What are you gonna do about it? You're gonna feed him. So now, oh, he's a very punctual guy. Dinner, not too late, not too early. All right, so the first thing I thought, once I finished it out and got everything mounted, the first thing that went through my mind was, wow, I really look like a legit woodworker. I have a bunch of wood just stacked up on my wall. And as soon as I thought that, my wife walked out into the garage and she said the same thing. Yeah, it feels pretty cool. It looks awesome. It's holding up pretty good. Super easy to install. Like I said, I went and picked it up from Lowe's. It was about $48, maybe $50 or so. And like I said, I went this route because it was super fast and easy. It was just super convenient. I needed to move everything because I couldn't build anything. I couldn't build my own racks because I didn't have any room to build, or I couldn't even cut on my miter saw. Yeah, so I hope I gave you some insight on, a quick and easy solution for any kind of storage racks. In the long run, I'm going to use these 1x6s and just lay them out like a platform on the bottom shelf, and it'll be an actual shelf once I get rid of this stuff and the 2x4s. It'll be an actual shelf, and I can stack in shorter pieces. Like from cutting boards, some cut off pieces. Just lay them out. just lay them out and just kind of have them, you know, hanging off. But yeah, super quick and easy to mount these things, put them together. Maybe, you know, 30 minutes to an hour is what it took for me. All that aside from the actual having to get everything on the racks themselves. But yeah, this is gonna do me good in the long run. Should last me for a good bit. I hopefully don't need any more storage. Um, this will be probably as much wood as you see up here at one time. A lot of this is going to be used on some upcoming projects that I already have planned, which is why I got the wood. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We just hit 100 subscribers, and I'm super stoked about it. Just picking up some momentum. Just kind of keep chugging along, staying consistent with dropping some videos. As of now, I'm dropping them maybe every 3 weeks, maybe every 4 weeks. Just kind of depends on what kind of time I have and what projects do come up. But I really appreciate everybody watching and liking the videos, and also subscribing to the channel and showing their support. If you have any questions for me or anything you want to talk about, just leave it down in the comments down below. Also, be sure to follow me on my other social medias, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. I have all those links down in the description as well. Again, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.